Everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Marushi Aiwali from Rehan School Online Academy Teachers Training Program, Level 1, Batch 5. So, today I have a new topic of the direct stock. Let's get started some review. Andreas Schleicher have a new direct stock here. Use data to build better schools. So, let's get started. So, first of all, this understanding educational data. So data provides a clear picture of how students are learning. Education systems often lack transparency about performance. So the good data helps identify strength and weakness in schools. Without data, schools rely on assumptions rather than evidence. The data expose inequalities in learning outcomes. The country vary greatly in how they use educational data. So the data help compare education system across the world. So high performing system understanding learning at a deep level. So data turns intuition into actionable insight. The data reveal what practice actually works. Reliable data eliminates guesswork. So data allows teachers to diagnose learning gaps early, and the many countries underutilize available data. Data helps track improvement over time. The education should be measured with more than grades alone. So evidence-driven reform raises learning outcomes, and the data show the link between teachers' quality and student success. Data help policymakers allocate resources effectively, and also that data help define measuring goals and accountability in education system. So let's talk about high performance countries. So the high performance countries focus on quality and excellence. They invest in strong teachers training. They ensure all students have access to quality learning. The value of teacher professionalism, they emphasize problem solving and creativity. The students are encouraged to think, not memorize. Top system prefer collaborate learning. They set high expectation for every student and they hire teachers from the top of the talent pool. Teachers training continues throughout the career. The school support teachers with mentoring. High performance system use rigorous assessment, and that assessment measure critical thinking, not just recall. Track student learning from early years. The value broad skills, not just academic knowledge. They incorporate real world learning tasks. They align curriculum, instruction, and assignment. And they use data to reduce the impact of socio-economic inequality. They prioritize early childhood education and the schools are empowered with autonomy. High performance systems trust their teachers, they invest in school leadership, they design policies with long term commitment. They avoid political influence in education and they integrate a vocational and academic pathway quality. The teachers are key drivers of a student performance. Data help teachers understand individual student needs. And teachers should use data for personalized instruction, teacher collaborate, improve instructions quality. The teachers need training to interpret and apply data. The data help teachers reflect on their methods. And the feedback system help teacher grow. The professional learning communicate strengthening schools. Teachers should be treated as skills professionals. And the teacher autonomy leads to innovation. Schools with strong teacher cultures perform better, and the data differentiated instruction. The teacher should help the student take ownership of learning. Teacher need time to analyze and apply data. And the teacher-student relationship strongly impact outcomes. And the teacher must cultivate students' curiosity. So the teacher help develop critical thinking skills. And data literacy should be part of teachers' training. Teachers should share best practice, effectiveness varies widely and should be supported. And the feedback improves classroom strategies. Teachers must adapt to diverse classroom. Strong teacher support reduce achievement gaps. The effective teachers raise whole school outcomes. System must empower with tools and trainings. So the policymakers need reliable data for planning, data expose inefficient politics, data highlight where investments matter most, and the data have closed regional learning gaps. It guides curriculum reforms, the data support performance benchmarking. Student survey provide insight into learning experience. The data tracks social and emotional well-being, so the data can forecast future skills need. It helps measure progress toward national goals, and the data makes the school system not transparent. That data improve communication between stakeholder, policymakers must avoid misusing data, so good data builds trust in reforms. That data showcases successful schools and practice. So insight from global comparison inspired local improvement. Data identifies students of risking of falling behind. School can target interventions using data. So that data help improve fairness in funding. It reveals teacher shortage. Data can track the impact of technology in classroom and support continuous improvement. So the educational leaders need data literacy. The data help redesign assessments. Real-time analytics improve learning outcomes. Data ensure accountability without punishment teachers. That data supports innovation. So smart system adapt based on evidence. Data encourages strategic long-term planning. And that data enables early detection of system breakdowns. So, student well-being influences academic sessions. System should track student confidence level. Good learning requires good assessment design. The real-world task deepens understanding. Student must learn to self-assess. Data encourages mystery-based learning. Cross-curricular learning improve outcomes. The data highlight gender difference in learning and student needs 21st century skills for modern careers. Education should involve with society needs system, need long-term strategies, not short-term fixes. The innovation should be evidence-based, and the system must balance equity and excellence. Reform requires strong leadership, and the collaboration across school accelerates improvement. Communities should participate in school development. Technology can enhance but not replace teaching, and the data help monitor digital transformation. System must support continuous teaching development, and the policies should encourage experimentation. Education must focus on learning, not just schooling. The high-performance system adapt quickly to change, system improves, requires shared responsibility. And education must be futures oriented, data driven reform reduces inequalities. The successful system invent in human capital. and the evidence should guide every educational decision. The global comparisons inspire better politics, and the data is the key building strong, fair, and modern schools. So, Sir Andreas argues that the education system must use reliable data to understand how well students are learning and to improve teaching practice. He explained that many school systems operate on assumption, traditional, or political pressure. Rather than evidence, the data provides clarity, it reveals what works, what does not, and inequalities exist. Sir Andreas highlights lessons from high-performing countries, showing that they combine excellence with equity, invent in strong teachers training, and use data to drive continuous improvement. These systems focus on skills like problem solving, collaboration, and creativity rather than memorization. He emphasized that teachers are central to education success and the data help them personalize learning, diagnosis gap early. He refined their teaching. It also helped leaders make informed decisions about resources, curriculum, and policies. So, he stresses that modern education must prepare students for a rapidly changing world. To do this, schooling must track not only academic learning but also engagement, motivation, and social emotional skills. In conclusion, data is not about ranking or punishment tool. It is a tool to create fair, transparent, and effective education system. When used wisely, data can empower teachers, support students, reduce inequality, and build schools that truly help every learning succeed. The moral of the TEDx talk by Sir Andreas Schleicher is that the education improves when decisions are based on evidence, not assumptions. By using data wisely, school can understand students need support, teachers reduce inequality and create learning environment where every child has the chance to succeed. And the data is not about ranking, it's about learning, improvement, and building a fairer, smarter education system for the future. So, this is my reviews about this TEDx talk. I hope you like the reviews, and we will meet in new and next TEDx talk with a new topic. And I will share you my reviews about any other TEDx talk with the new stream. Until take care, you Hafiz.